Now, I'm very excited about my next interview because I managed to get into 10 Downing Street to speak to Tony Blair. Prime Minister, there are calls in the media to limit Christmas to just 1 week. I think it's rather a good idea. How about you?
I'm afraid I totally disagree with you.
Oh, so you must be one of these people that thinks that Christmas should start in October, a good 90 days early. Shouldn't you be putting your foot down on this, Prime Minister, or have you lost your authority?
Well, look, I've no doubt you guys will go on about my authority endlessly, but the issue on the particular point today is, what is the right thing to do? And the reason why I think that 90 days is right is for the reasons the police give.
The police? What's it got to do with them? Still, I suppose they have to buy presents as well. I can just hear them on their walkie-talkies going, "Get me a new truncheon, Sarge, and I'll have a sandwich maker as well." You can't understand a word they're saying, can you?
The one thing I have no patience with at all is people who say, oh, well, we just didn't quite understand what the police were saying.
But they work such long hours over Christmas, Tony, that they're not always fully awake, are they?
No, of course they're not. And neither have I ever suggested that simply if the police demand something, you do it. Of course not.
Oh, sorry, is it my go? On another subject, Prime Minister, I understand that President Bush is planning on sending you some comedy socks for Christmas.
I don't think it's the first time he's done that, mind you. I think it's about the fourth or fifth.
No, he's not very imaginative, is he? Mind you, you live in a lovely place here. I bet you don't get many carol singers knocking you up living in this part of London.
No, not on the back of this. I can assure you, the one thing I am very clear about, in this business, you get knocks the whole time. But that's not what's important today. And as I say, you guys will go on about my authority and there'll be reams and reams of stuff written about it. That's not what's important on something like this.
No, Tony, you're right there. What's important today is celebrating Christmas. And people will be doing that in towns and villages across the country.
And you can see it right round the world. I mean, it's happening, I'm afraid, all over the world.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's lots of people that want to celebrate the birth of Jesus.
Yeah, and that's their right. And I've got to accept they exercise their right.
Thank you, Mr. Tony Blair.